Good evening. This is the Four Battle Boys podcast. I am your host, moderator, Baby B. So my guys will be on with just a moment. But on this hot, fresh episode, we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs. We're going to delve into a little bit of baseball, and of course, our one last thing on Sundays. On Sundays we do one last thing. On during the week, we do our party shots. Just something we noticed over the weekend, or the last couple of days since we last aired our show. We had some compelling basketball that happened over the weekend, so we are ready to dive in it. We are ready to go ahead and just talk about these excuse me, talk about what's going on in the NBA and talk to a little bit baseball. And of course, this is part of the show we say they ride. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Boys. Yeah. And of course, this is the Fort Valley Boys podcast, and we have a host of sponsors. Of course, we are on Sundays and Wednesdays, 9 to 5. Crazy Straw. If you're crazy and you got straw, Crazy Straws. Just for me, if you got a little gray in your beard, you want to get rid of it, get you that CB4 from Walgreens or from CVS or Walmart. Just for me, touch your little gray in your beard. I'm just going to let it stay there. What's the point? It's going to come right back. Might as well just leave it right there. Sprite, the Black Folk Soda. One of Damon's sponsors, Arizona Tea. It's been $1 since 1991, and it has diabetes in it. So if you're ready to get diabetes, go ahead and get you some Arizona Tea. It's $1, but you're going to be type 2. All right. Facebook and YouTube, where you can find our pages at. Of course, you can follow us on those two pages. Working on TikTok right now, but that's too much extra work. So we need somebody that want to be a social media content creator for our show for free. So if you would like to do that for the show, go ahead and help the boys out, because we are old and tired. I need somebody else to do that for me. BuyANiceShirt.com. Go ahead and go there, get your paraphernalia. If you're Greek or you went to HBCU, BuyANiceShirt.com. Get your stuff. Damon's new podcast, Chopping It Up with Damon Randall. It is going to be on Wednesdays at 12 o'clock Eastern time. We're trying to get him live in the actual barbershop getting his haircut. So we are looking forward to this. I mean, if you're on lunch break at 12, watch it live. Drop some questions in there. He'll answer them for you. That's Damon, one of our guys. Known him for well over 20 years, 27 years, 28 years, excuse me. And got to support my guy, D. Rondo. Hey, day, man. And of course, our last sponsor, Crown Royal XO and Ginger Ale and Hennessy and Coke. The liquor. My guys will be on momentarily, but I want to talk about the NBA a little bit. We had some great games over the weekend. Joel Embiid is hurt. What else is new? But they swept the Nets. What else is new? They got swept last year, so they are on we counted up. They are on a 10-game losing streak in the playoffs. So they lost 10 straight games with 2 different coaches. So, but this team has more promise. They have more pieces and assets to build. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Nets do in this offseason, especially Mikal Bridges as probably as their crown jewel of their franchise right now. I can see Cam Johnson possibly being moved this summer, along 1 or 2 of those picks, possibly for somebody like a Dame Lillard, possibly. That's a hot take. So don't shoot the messenger with a hot take. So it probably might be a hot take if I'm thinking Dame Lillard go to Brooklyn, because they moved around a lot of salary, so they have some room to maneuver. So I think Dame wants to get out of Portland. He said it in so few words, but I think it's time for Dame to leave. I think he realizes it's time for him to leave. They're resetting that team again. But the Philadelphia 76ers, they are going to have at least a week off, depending on what the Hawks do with the Celtics. If the Hawks lose tonight, the series is over, and the 76ers will be back at it next week. But if the Hawks win tonight, that's going to give the 76ers an unprecedented break to get Joel Embiid back as soon as possible with that knee sprain he suffered in Game 3. He gutted it out, finished strong, blocked Claxton's shot in Game 3. James Harden took over in Game 4 to win that game. He shouldn't have got ejected out of Game 3, but that's neither here or there. But hopefully Joel be healthy, because remember last year he missed the first 2 games in the Miami series. I think if he would have played in those 2 games, I think Miami could have been in a lot of trouble. But that's just my take on it, because they went. I want to say they went 6. Yeah, they went 6 because they had to go back to Philadelphia, and that's when James Harden just looked like trash the entire game. Looked like complete and utter trash. But can't wait. More likely going to be the Celtics and the Sixers. Just depends on how long the Celtics play with their food with the Hawks. And the Hawks are going nowhere. It's time to trade Trae Young, but that's neither here nor there. Those Hawk fans out there probably. That's just my opinion on that. I'm gonna get to Dillon Brooks and the Lakers in a minute. I'm also gonna get to Golden State and Sacramento when the guys hop on. We're gonna get to that in just a minute. I want to say that for them because somebody on this show said if Golden State wins these 2 games at home, this series is gonna be over in 6 for Golden State to win. You cannot lose to Golden State both games. You got to win at least 1 or 2. They didn't do that. Got Horatio about to hop on right here.
What's happening?
Big shot.
Yeah, I waited till the choir stopped singing.
Somebody on this show said that if Golden State wins these 2 games, it's gonna be over in 6. Is that person crazy?
It's just me and you on the show. So if I ain't said it, then I guess you said it. But you did say it now. Hey, I give you props. And I ain't gonna even lie. I was a hater today. I was at the Panther game and I was watching. I said, man, please don't let fade me right. Y'all go ahead and pull this thing out, Memphis. But they did their thing. They won it. I mean, but they just took care of home court, so we'll see.
My thing, boy, Steph called that timeout and they didn't have any timeouts. With about 41 seconds left, he called a timeout. Steve Kerr lost the last timeout on the challenge.
Right.
And then Steph called timeout. You can see Steve Kerr like, no, oh no, like this. Then De'Aaron Fox came down, hit a 3. He was voted the most clutch player in the NBA this year. Mm-hmm. That was an actual award. That's an actual award now. That's an actual award.
The most clutch. So let me ask this question because I was at the Panther game. Did they award him the timeout?
They awarded him a timeout, and they still called a technical.
Oh, okay.
They called a tech. Don't worry. They called a tech because they got the free throw. Then Sacramento got the ball back. That's what De'Aaron Fox hit the 3. They played solid defense, got the ball back, called timeout. Somehow the ball got to Harrison Barnes because they stopped De'Aaron's momentum. And Harrison Barnes short arm the 3. They lost the game.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be the topic of discussion as far as I think we had a conversation about that on here about granting the timeout, or was that me in another ref community? About whether or not you give them the timeout because you don't have to. And I think somebody was saying is that cheating or something like that? Like if they ask for a timeout, you don't necessarily have to give them the timeout. And I know that was a topic of discussion because somebody was saying, if you ask for it, do you give it? So if a coach asks me for a timeout, do I turn around and say you don't have any more, ignore him, or do I give him the timeout and then the tech? They
gave him the timeout. Then they check like, oh, you ain't got no more timeouts. Tech.
Okay, so that was the difference. So the difference was they gave it to him and then realized later that they didn't have any more.
Mm-hmm. About 30 seconds later, I saw him call T because I thought they called a technical on either Poole or somebody, but they said no, they ain't got no timeouts. That's why they showed the footage of Steve Kerr doing like this. No, don't call it. No. Monk hit the free throw. They got possession. De'Aaron Fox hit a 3. Played solid defense. Had a chance to win the game. They blew it.
Okay. Yeah, my question to the referee community would be: do you grant them that timeout? That would be my question.
Yeah.
Because what we do is when there's a timeout call, when you down to your last one, we go in the huddle, or we tell the assistant coach, let them know, hey, let coach know he got one left or she got one left. Then we'll come back and say, hey, coach, you're out. You're out. You're out of timeout. And a lot of times, so if they ask for a timeout again after that, and we know that you out of timeouts, that's a question I'm going to raise, in my chat group. Do we give them that timeout and then the tech, or do we tell them you don't have any more and keep on playing?
Yeah, that could have been ugly, because that was almost like a 6-7 point swing right there in the last 40 seconds of that game.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was I was at the Panther game watching the Bruins beat them 6-2
without Bergeron. Without Bergeron.
Okay, Fabe, I see you. I see it.
I watch it all.
Okay. Man, look at here. It don't be that many of us in there. So when we see each other, it be like, hey, you too? Hey, how you doing?
Like PK Subban.
Like, man, that's an experience. It ain't a lot of us in there. And I promise you, I make eye contact with everybody I see. What's up, bro? What's up? Oh, ooh, you with the swirl, bro? Okay, I got you. No problem. Yeah.
I watch one of the games last night. They had a brother with dreads right behind the bench. I'm like, ooh, he pays some good money for those seats right behind the bench.
Yeah, he Canadian though.
Yeah.
He Canadian. If you and let me tell you how crazy it is. So Florida Panther tickets aren't that expensive compared to other places. So what happened was, in conversation with a few people, I found out that Boston Bruin fans actually said it was cheaper for them to catch a flight and a hotel down here and buy a ticket than it is to get a ticket in Boston.
Wow.
Yeah.
Probably because I know Florida was the number 1 seed last year. They won the President's Cup last year. Oh,
right.
They were on it.
Yeah. This year they went from first to last.
Yes. Yeah. That tells you how much hockey. That's why I love hockey. I'm not a big fan, but I love the theater and the optics and the storylines and stuff, because like this year Boston could be number 1. Next year they could be out the playoffs altogether.
Yeah,
the days are over with we're having Detroit Red Wings dominate every year. Those years are over with.
Well, Tampa Bay been pretty dominant too. So and Tampa Bay, I don't remember their goalie name, but he's awesome. But Florida, they took a hit. They lost Verjao last year, and Duhaney, but we still got Kachuk. We still got I can't remember the other dude's last name, but we still got Kachuk. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. Kachuk played good today.
For the folks that's watching, we're still talking NBA playoffs. We veered out to hockey. We talk about everything. Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to expand, spread my wings a little bit, let everybody know, like, yo, I've been to a few hockey games. Matter of fact, it's like my 4th one this year. And I was at the one last year when Tampa Bay beat us in the last second. So, I go. Shout out to my homeboy Dennis Ryan, a white guy, good friend of mine. He always invite me to a hockey game, and one time he kept inviting me, and I said, let me try the new experience. So shout out to my man Dennis Ryan.
What I'm mad at, because they took away the Thrashers from us years ago and put them back in Winnipeg. That's why I was mad at, because the Winnipeg went to the Carolina became the Hurricanes.
Right.
Atlanta. I want to go to a hockey game just to go say I went to one. They took it away. I'm not going to drive all to Carolina.
Yeah. Nah, I've been to. It's cold as hell in there too, man. Woo! Goodness gracious.
I'm good. But
all right, what we got next?
Oh yeah, we still talking about NBA. We're still on NBA.
Okay.
So we talked about we'll go more in depth with Golden State on Wednesday with everybody, but let's talk about your boy Dylan Brooks.
Okay.
So 35-9, the Lakers were up in the first quarter. Then Grizzlies not all the way down, but Ja Morant with a messed up hand scored almost half their points.
Mm-hmm.
Over.
Listen, Dylan Brooks is so funny because Dylan Brooks is beefing you know, and I mean beefing, I mean on the court beef. He's beefing with Draymond Green when you're Draymond 2.0. You know, like you come from the hustle hard tree. I mean, you had Rodman, then you had Big Pert, you know, now you got Draymond, and now you got Dylan Brooks. I mean, that's the tree that he come from. So which is crazy because Perk and Draymond go at it, and then Dylan Brooks and Draymond go at it. Like y'all cut from the same cloth, which I ain't mad at you. That's how you make your money. You know, you make your money, and Dylan Brooks is a talker. He's building his brand, you know. But again, one of the reasons why I don't like Golden State is because you can't do all that talking, and then you come out there. Listen, you poke the bear, and the bear didn't even roar that loud. You just died on your own. You died of a heart attack. The bear said boo, and you died of a heart attack. Like LeBron didn't even go off. LeBron had 25. You know, like he is old, but you poked the bear said rah, and you died of a heart attack. Like you ain't even fight the bear.
Lance Stevenson, Brett said, don't forget about Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, what's up, roommate? But Lance Stevenson, first of all, Lance Stevenson could actually play. Like he could actually score the basketball. Yeah. And then Lance Stevenson wasn't trying to carve out no niche. He just crazy.
He had the screw loose. He had a couple screws loose.
Yeah, Lance Stevenson blowing in people's ears and stuff, man. That ain't no trying to find your role. That dude crazy. But don't get it twisted. Lance Stevenson can get buckets.
Let me see what else. The shot said, no, your roommate said Brooks trying to be the next bad boy in the NBA.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Ugly ass braids in here, yeah. Go ahead and cut that shit off.
How come I don't see vet comments in my chat? Where Anatoly at?
He be home in 15 minutes. I had inboxed him. He be home by 15 minutes.
Okay, I can't even see what you saying, man. Hold on, let me change my screen up or something.
Look at your boy. Look at him on the screen right there. Look at that boy right there. Kenny Moon.
Hold on, I'm trying to work on the screen. Vet came on when Vet come on here to talk. What that is? Beard face, Sasquatch. We got Sasquatch in the building.
Where y'all found shot at?
Man,
shot been on for 3 years.
Well, I be about to cuss every time I see Kenny Moon on here.
Of course,
hey, Moon, you ain't hit me back, boy. I called you. We'll talk about it off camera. We'll talk about it off camera.
Well, yeah, Anatole here, but he's not in a place where he could probably he gonna drop in. He gonna drop in.
Hey, well, we got Dr. Miles up in the building. Man, what you 1B? Me and Kenny Moon were 4B. We got Dr. Miles in the building.
Yeah, I was deep in it, Joe.
Say what?
Y'all deep in it, Dr. Miles.
Yeah, now we just need Tiny Head, and then we need Dwayne to go put the brick on the con and then grab the girl and take it. You know what? Let me stop. I'm tripping. Yeah. Vet was in 2B. My fault. Vet was in 2B. Let's go, babe. Let's go.
Yeah, but yeah. Let me ask this: Are the Grizzlies done? Are the Grizzlies done?
No. What is it? 2-1?
2-1.
No, they not done. I'm gonna tell you why they not done. For the same reason that Dylan Brooks said. LeBron old. Let's see what happens game 4. LeBron old. You listen, he got poked and he still only came out with 25, which I'm not disrespecting. 25 is pretty good, but let's see how his body hold up.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing like this. I'm knocking on my desk, which is made of wood. I want him to stay healthy through this run because this is gonna be an actual true run, and also this is the first full crowd at crypto.com, forum, Staples, whatever you want to call it, since the pandemic. So it's the first full crowd for playoffs. So I think the Lakers might go ahead and protect home court and probably finish this in 6. I think that's
possible. But remember now, you know, them boys came out flat and still almost made a game of it. I just don't think they can beat them boys. You know, like Vet put on here, if AD players is you know, they can win, but it ain't on LeBron. You know, it's on D'Angelo Russell and AD, and we all know what's about to happen to AD.
Game
He's
4.
about to break a nail. He about to break a nail, and it's gonna be over. Shout out to Yo V. She got her eyes on you, Fade. Don't talk crazy today. Talk crazy today. Okay. Talk crazy. What's up, Corey Green? Corey Green, where you stayed at? You stayed in Dr. Miles? Because right now we got Dr. Miles in the building. We got 2B and 4B. And I'm looking for Tiny Head. Tiny Head was 4. No. Yeah, Tiny Head was 4A.
I think who else stayed over there back then?
Everybody from Miami.
Yep. Yeah.
Everybody from Miami. We got Henry and Keno stayed over there and like what Henry and Keno stayed in like 7B, some crazy like that. Saul and Miss Kitty stayed over there. Stayed over there in like 6B. Paco and Dwayne stayed in 3B. I said that. Bebe stayed in 2A, 1A, 6A, 7A. They stayed all over the place. But anyway, I'm telling too many people business.
But it might be. I don't know. This ain't gonna be bad as the Free documentary. It ain't gonna be bad.
Oh, Block stayed in 10B or something, 8B. Like I'm just making up numbers now, but Block stayed over there too. Junkie stayed over there. Let's see. There's a couple of more people. Stayed there. Mary stayed over there with Dwayne. I was about to say something, but anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. The comments made by Horatio Major do not reflect the thoughts and process of the Fort Valley Boys podcast. All thoughts and comments are his and his alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop now because Vet about to stir up some stuff. So I'm gonna stop right.
I'm not gonna put that on the screen. I'm
gonna start right now. Vet about to stir up some stuff. I'm trying. Oh, Thumper stayed over there. No, did Thumper stay over there? Oh, my bad. One more. Shout out to my boy Lou Hound Smurf, rest in peace. He stayed over there with Nisi. I got to say that one. I had to say that. That was the last one.
Kitty Moon, I'm not posting that. I don't know nothing about Dr. Miles. I can't help you on that one. I was on campus for about 3 years. Then I moved off and moved a little bit.
Nah, that was Drew now. That was Drew. Shout out to my man Drew. Drew, I ain't gonna say his last name, but he's doing big things. But actually, I like Drew doing big things over there in his neck of the woods in Georgia. He's a real public figure getting back to the kids. I ain't gonna say his last name.
He loved the kids.
That's who me and Kenny Moon was with when they drafted Randy Moss. I know that. I know that when they had the draft in April. I know that. Yeah.
Vince said y'all ain't gonna say 1B.
Who was in 1B?
I don't know.
Who was in one? I think I know Bebe was in 1B for a minute. And 1B, 2A, 5A, B, 6, like Baby Lou. Keno, Junior. Everybody was over there, man.
All right, let's go. Cause we gonna get some opposing trouble in the Joker. I'm gonna say my referee question for you in just a minute. But so far with these playoffs, with Kawhi going down, also he missed the last 2 games. The Clippers are done. I think Ty Lue should get another year. He can't control injuries. He's done a hell of a job coaching. So we'll throw that aside. I put in the chat with Stephen A. stupid ass comment about Kawhi Leonard's the worst superstar in the NBA. He needs to retire. He also add that in on his No Mercy podcast. Give us your thoughts and context of Stephen A. stupid ass thinking.
Okay, so yeah, like first of all, tell Tiff I say what's happening. When I come out there, we got to hang out. That's my sister. That's Kenny Moon's sister. That's my sister. So Stephen A. said that Kawhi was the worst, one of the worst superstars in the history of the game. Like, yo, that's just like, I'm trying to figure out what bet got him. Anyway, that's just like saying somebody the poorest billionaire. Like he's the worst superstar to ever play the game. The man got 2 rings, 2 MVP, final MVPs, if I'm not mistaken. I know he got one. I think he got 2 because he had one with San Antonio and then one with Toronto. So like he hurt. Now, you know, I let the teams figure that part out. But if he hurt, he hurt. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Nothing at all.
Yeah. He dropped 38 in game 1. I think he tweaked his knee. Scored 31, but it wasn't effective because they were double teaming him down the stretch in the second half. And then that was it. Russell Westbrook, this is going to bring my next question too. I know we all have our thoughts on Russell. He wasn't a good fit with the Lakers. And Kenny Moon asked a great question. Why he couldn't produce for us? There's a reason why. Number 6. Number 6's style is he has to be ball dominant. Russell's style, he has to be ball dominant, run up the court, and brick a shot. That's his style. Am I wrong with that? Because that's why I didn't fit.
Hold on. Who is us?
He talking about the Lakers. You know, Kenny Moon team, the Lakers.
Man, Kenny, what? That boy better go help Zion get in shape, man. Stop acting like you a real Laker fan, boy. Cut that out, Moon. You a Kobe and Shaq fan. He is not no Laker fan. But anyway, boy, I know you. Anyway, this how they be talking when they get on the reality shows. I know you. Shout out to Terrence Gangster Williams. Hey, I be listening to that boy Moon. That boy podcast be crazy. Faye, we got to do a segment on that boy from the Know Ya. Uptown, going up against the Calio project. His boy Sterling got shot in the Iberville. Tell Tiff I've been paying attention. Anyway, we talked about this, man. Russ need the ball. Russ is who he is. He gonna score 37 and lose. Like Russ don't care about. I don't want to say he don't care about winning, but Russ only know one way to play. He need the ball. He need to put up a whole bunch of shots. Look at it like this, and I don't want to sound like a hater, but look at the numbers. Russ put up 36 points, right? Took 29 shots. KD put up 31 points and took 17 shots. If you look at Russell Westbrook plus minus ratio, and I don't know what it means, to be honest with you. I don't know what the plus minus means. But Russ was like a -8, which means, yeah, you on the floor scoring, but it ain't, you're not really doing nothing for your team, even though I don't know what the plus minus means. Anatole, I need to know what that means, bro.
Yeah. Anatole, where you at, man? Because I know you're watching in the car. So I need you here. You need to show your producer needs you. I'm gonna give you. I guess what plus minus is how you affect the game positively: points, rebounds, assists versus turnovers, fouls, and that type of stuff. And it adds it all up and then subtracts it, and that's your plus or minus or whatever.
Oh, so he hurting them.
Yeah, he basically hurt him. He's -8. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, this boy Vet said Kawhi Leonard trash. Now I know what KL means.
Oh wow.
My mind was still on Dr. Miles, Vet. My bad. When you said KL, I was thinking Kitty litter or something. I ain't know what you were talking about, but okay, I got you now. I don't know about trash.
I don't know about. Yeah, I can't buy that one, Vet. I mean, he's a good player. It seems like he has an arthritic knee now. That's what it seems like to me. The whole right leg is arthritic, especially when he tore his quad back in 2018. The year 17, 18, when he sat out that year for San Antonio. But yeah, you're right. KD has messed up his knee two consecutive years, slipped on the floor, sprained his ankles out 3 weeks. The last few years, KD has been injury prone. But we say that about him, Kawhi, AD. We can say that about Dame Lillard. Say that about Dame. If we could push the envelope a little bit, we can say that about LeBron right now as he get older. We can say that now. He's older. But that's the only difference. He's older.
Right. So, and Vet say him and KD in the same boat. And I don't think so either, because before KD tore that Achilles, like KD didn't miss a lot of games. I know he got hurt when his second year at OKC, but from the time he, definitely when he was with the Warriors, he didn't miss no game for them 2-3 years he was there until the end.
He missed 2 weeks. He missed 4 to 6 weeks his first year there. He had a knee issue.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were battling with San Antonio for the best record, and San Antonio was with them stroke for stroke that whole season. And they were, because I know there was like 3 games off from first place, because if San Antonio would have had a better record, they probably went to the finals to beat Cleveland. But that same year, that I know KD missed the bulk of March because of his knee. That's that first year with Golden State. But yeah, he tore his. I think he had a Liz Frank injury in 2011, 2010, somewhere around there. He also had a Liz Frank a foot injury, but also early when he was in OKC.
Yeah, Vet said he meant AD. Okay, yeah, you're right. But I think the problem, and I agree with you, Vet. But I think the problem with Kawhi is, like, you know, we got short-term memory. You know, once he won it in Toronto, he really ain't did nothing since then. AD ain't did nothing. AD ain't did nothing for us to be, you know, like, I think AD might be the worst, you know, if you want to put that tag on somebody, because AD hasn't done anything. At least Kawhi, you know, when he was with San Antonio, showed up, and then he literally carried Toronto on their back. I mean, 18 people had to hurt themselves for Golden State before, you know, for them to win. But, you know, he still won it. AD hasn't done anything. You know, like C. Green said, he was a great defender, but that was so long ago. Like, Kawhi like the pretty girl that keep telling you she want to go out with you, but every time you call her, she's sick. Because that's what he is. Like, I'm for real. Like, when he on the floor, he that guy. But, like, Kawhi playing about 15 games a year now, man. He's stealing money. Him and Trump stealing money. Moon say we got to change the show. Moon say we got to change the show to the New Orleans Fort Valley connection with them hot boys, Terrence Gangster Williams, Mosquito, Sterling, them Dooney boys, Calio, the Melphamine Project. Tell him, boy, I've been checking, boy. I've been checking.
we need to get a collab.
I know he bugging out laughing right now. I know he laughing. I'm talking about that boy Mosquito, them hot boy, Soldier Slim. Messed up the way them boy came out from out of town and hit Soldier Slim up like that. BG, Black-a-Mo, Moon dying laughing. Moon and Tiffany dying laughing right now. Go ahead, Faye. I'm just tripping. It's just us.
Yeah, Westbrook's plus minus so far this postseason was negative 26. A couple years ago when he was in Washington, it was at negative 60 for the whole series. Then with Houston, negative 37. Before that, OKC, negative 43, negative 36. So the last 5 seasons when he was in the playoffs, his plus minus has been on average a negative 33, negative 35. So he's been a hindrance to his team. And also, by the way, he's only played in no more than 8 games. That was the year they went to in the bubble and they lost in the second round to the Lakers. So every time he played, he didn't get out the first round every year. So the last 5 years, except for that 1 year with Houston. That's neither here nor there. I say the question for you because I trust you as a referee more than I trust Michael Andre. How has the referee been during these playoffs so far, in your opinion? Because I know Bet said they've been inconsistent to say the least.
Nah, they the same. Like, you know, you got to understand something. Like, at this point in time, it's second nature now to just blame the referee. It's second nature. Like, you know, all of us in here got kids. We disciplinaries. Our kids can be disrespectful, but we kind of lean in when your kid is on the court, you know, arguing, going back and forth with the referee. Like, that's what it is. You know, people forget these referees are supposed to be the best. I had a situation years ago. I'm gonna make it quick. When Dallas played the Heat, and I was up at a referee camp in Daytona, and the Heat lost that game 6, and the guy last name was Crawford. I can't think of his first name right now. Black guy. I was pissed. I felt like he was cheating, blah, 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 blah. Man, we wake up that next morning, we go to the referee meeting, and he walks in. He's a guest speaker. Man, I was like somebody out the project. I was like, Dave, go right there. That's him. That's him right there. Fitz said I knew my roommate was going to defend that BS. So I started, you know, he said, y'all got any questions? I raised my hand. I'm talking about I'm easting him too. I got a unit on my face. I'm looking like, boy, you know, it cost us the championship, all of that. Man, that man, he say cue the tape. He put the plays in. The man was right on like 99% of the plays. When you stop looking at it as a fan, it's a totally different game. But Vetty, my old boy, be saying the same thing. My old boy be calling me like, man, this some trash. I say, no, man, that's a good call. Bye. You want to hang up because he don't want to hear it.
And we talked about the Wednesday with Draymond. I don't think he should have been suspended. I don't think he should have been suspended, but the way he went at the crowd, he deserved it. But at the same time, you threw him out the game. That's enough. Just like Dylan Brooks, he got thrown out the game. Embiid didn't get thrown out the game, but they may had a makeup call when throwing Harden out the game. But Harden did punch him in the ding ding. When you look at it, he did punch old boy in the ding ding. But the refs, like you said, it is what it is. It's the same. It's nothing that's really consequential that cost the game, because if you look at Embiid not get thrown out, Brooklyn, you was up by 8 in the fourth quarter. You was up by 8. Should have won the game. I know he on the referee association. I get it. I get that part. I get it, Vet. I understand. But I'm looking at it. I'm like I said, I love basketball. I'm thinking there's some calls that in the Golden State game could have went either way. But at the end of the day, Sacramento had a chance to win the game. They didn't. They didn't play well enough in the first half. They had mistakes, which my point I forgot to get to. Sacramento is one bet away from winning the championship. They are one bet away.
They got one, Harrison Barnes.
Like I said, Sacramento is one true vet. A vet like, I don't want to mess with the chemistry of Fox, move Fox over to the 2, like a DeMar DeRozan away from possibly winning. Somebody that could get you easy mid-range shots.
Honestly, I think Sacramento got the ingredients to win it this year. They just need the ball to bounce their way. They got shooters. They got a superstar. They got another complimentary player, Malik Monk. They got a veteran guy. They got a center. Like, they got the ingredients, but the ball got to bounce their way. Like, it got to be in the cards for them. You know, De'Aaron Fox gonna have to actually take his game to the next level. He's gonna have to put 40 when 40 is needed. You look at every championship team, there's been a game where the superstar needed to do something to get that 40 piece chicken nuggets with the coleslaw. They gonna need him to do that. They gonna need him to outfox people. You know, pun intended. Go to churches, get that 40 piece. You know, the one right up there by the tracks. You know, the 99-cent special. Go ahead and get you about 40 pieces, and you know, get them passed up. Because Steph got his 40 piece. You know, so if I think they can do it this year, but they need De'Aaron Fox to order that 40 piece chicken nuggets.
I think another thing I know you use that the hot game. And another thing, well, if you go back and watch on NBA TV, because they're probably going to air this game again later on tonight or tomorrow. When they put Draymond on him early in the game, it slowed him down a little bit till he figured out the rhythm against him, and he started cooking Draymond. And this is my hot take. Draymond, if he opts into that contract, they need to buy him out or trade him, because the way you played on.
Man, Draymond future is what we doing right now. Podcast. That's Draymond future. It's over, right? I saw De'Aaron Fox. That boy, Draymond couldn't stop kids from crossing the street, man. He looked like a traffic cop out there. Oh, them kid was still crossing the street, man. So Vet say De'Aaron Fox need one more star. You know, I can buy that. I can get that, but why can't he do it this year? So and hear me out. Well, obviously Ben ain't got no choice but to hear me out because he ain't on here. But where's De'Aaron Fox 40? Like tomorrow they down 2-1, right?
No, it's tied 2-2.
They down 2-2. Whoever wins game 5, 80% of the time they win the series. Yep. If De'Aaron Fox get to 40 and they still don't win, then I'm with you, Bet. But if he get 40 and they win, then I think that's proving my point. he got to be that superstar. He got to be the 40 guy. Malik Monk is the 25 to 30 guy. Huda can get hot if you leave him open. And you got your big man. They all play defense. It's on Fox. Get 40.
I would love to see Jaylen Brown with Sacramento, but that's later down the line. We'll talk about Jaylen Brown outside of the contract once that makes so much sense right there. Jaylen Brown going to Sacramento. That would be dangerous right there if you put him with De'Aaron Fox, Davion Mitchell, Herter.
Yeah. So C Green says Fox time. C Green, who you think they need? Who else they need? Like, do they need another superstar? You got a name in mind? You and Vet, tell me what y'all think they need. Give me a name that can go there and help them, and don't give me no crazy name like Russ. Like God, no.
No, I will cut the podcast off. Y'all say Russell Westbrook. I was in this show. I would end broadcast right now if y'all say him.
Hey, C Green say he got to show them Kentucky skill. No, that boy done he done advanced them Kentucky skills. Like y'all say, he's a legit star.
Yeah.
Legit. Hey, y'all remember when they was talking about Lonzo Ball?
That's who the Lakers should have drafted.
Y'all remember? And it's the same dude that gave it to Lonzo when Kentucky played UCLA.
In the Sweet 16, gave him 36. Gave him 36 piece, and some strawberry biscuit from Popeye.
36?
He gave him 36.
He gave that boy 3 feet.
He gave the boy 3 feet. He gave him 3 feet in
26, 34, 36. Okay, that boy a waist size.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. They say this Draymond last year with Golden State. This Draymond last year in the NBA. Like Draymond around here kicking people and he kicking more and scoring less. Who gonna pick up Draymond?
Probably the LA Galaxy.
No, you know what? He gonna go over there. He gonna go down the street with LeBron. That's what he gonna do. And all they gonna form a village to help Lil Bronny ease his way to the league. That's what's gonna happen. This might be the first time the number 80th ranked player in the country go to the league and get drafted.
And they talk about he might be a lottery pick. Just he hasn't even said what he's gonna do. If he's gonna go to college or go to the G League, but they're saying he's a lottery pick. He need 1-2 years somewhere, and he might need to grow another inch or two. To be honest with you, might need to grow another inch.
He's not ready, man. And he's a good family, but he's not ready. That boy that's going to do right now, he gave it to Bronny. He gave it to him, and this ain't trying to be no hater. The boy got snubbed from the McDonald's All-American game. I can't think his name right now, but when he got snubbed, Bronny ended up being John Stockton, and he was Isaiah Thomas. The 2 games after that boy got snubbed from the McDonald's game, I want to say, and I don't want to lie, but I want to say he dropped 28 on Bronny and then like 30 on Bronny in the next 2 games. So I think he outscored Bronny like 50 to 20 with 2 W's and ended their season. So if he ain't going to the league, Bronny shouldn't be going to the league.
Yeah. Just on name.
Vet got on here. Damn, is it damn time or Dame time? I hope he ain't talking about Dame Lillard going to Sacramento.
Now that made no sense. That wouldn't make any sense. Because that wouldn't make any sense. That'd be a dope team, but it just the fit wouldn't be there. I don't think that fit with the way they play, the speed and the tempo. Because Mike Brown even said it. What he learned from that team is we got to go faster and faster and faster. And the way the pace they're playing, they're trying to wear down Golden State. The problem is they're going so fast, they're turning the ball over so much. But that's the cost of doing business.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they're trying to do is trying to wear down Golden State. They're a little bit younger than Golden State. Golden State one of the older teams in the league. And I can see that. Maybe in the 7-game series they might wear them down, but Sacramento got to win Game 5. This is over with on 6. Yeah. Baseball, we ain't really watch no baseball. That was one of the other topics. We'll we'll wait till about June. Talk about some baseball. It's only a month in. Tampa Bay looking good, but we'll see. That's a team that needs some support right there. They always keep a great team. It's just money, which is not equitable if you got collective bargaining and the sharing revenue. It just makes no sense. Why you got a stadium with a roof where if you hit the ball up and you can't find it, it's either a double or home run. But they always keep a great team, great pitching. I think Snell left from there to go to the Braves, I believe. Braves or Padres, can't remember. But Shot, you got one last thing before we go?
Yeah, because I ain't got nothing on baseball except can't nobody hit the curve. That's all I got on baseball. And shout out to Barry Bonds, who keep getting $1 million a year for 20 years. So that's all I got on baseball. You know, Babe Ruth was a racist. That's all I got on baseball. That's all I got on baseball.
All right. All right. One last thing. What you got for us before we go, Shot? What you got for?
I gotta throw in there, my parting shots. I just want to talk about a couple of weeks ago. This is April. A lot of Black history things, a lot of things in Black history happened in the month of April, and they had a church in Atlanta. In the basement of this church, it was a place where people was getting together to learn school. It was held in the basement in April 11th. The original name of it was the Atlanta Baptist Female Seminary, and was organized under the sponsorship of the Women's Home Mission Society. Later, that place ended up getting some sponsorships from John D. Rockefeller, who donated money to build a building. And that school in 1924 took the name of Laura Spelman Rockefeller. And so to this day, we have Spelman College, Black female institution in Atlanta, Georgia, that was named after Laura Spelman Rockefeller on April 8, 1881. My ladies of Spelman College, I salute you.
Well, Vet gave me something real quick to talk about. So Deion Sanders had his spring game yesterday, and it looked weird seeing him in the Colorado black and gold. But it looked good seeing him black and gold from Colorado. I want to probably broach this as a topic on Wednesday and see what they're going to do. I know it's just a spring game. Travis Hunter playing both sides. Shedeur Sanders looked pretty decent. But I want to see what he's going to do first game against TCU, first weekend in September. That's what I want to see.
Ooh, man, hey, boy, Vet, God, you should have brought that up sooner. Man, boy, it's some mixed feelings on Deion. You got some black people hating on Deion. And I know he took your player. Like, I'm mad he took Cormani McClain. I know Florida State mad he took Travis Hunter. But, man, we got some brothers hating on Deion. Like, yeah, we got to touch on all that. And C. Green, you right, bro. We got to talk. We got to talk about Jimmy Butler, too, bro, and Eric Spoelstra. But we'll touch on that Wednesday. This is the abbreviated version. But, man, y'all boys came through with that.
They go my boo right there. My boo.
Oh, my have we learned? Okay,
there y'all go. I still get a big piece of chicken. You
was Cool Lottie a couple of years coming out of Fort Valley. That boy learned. She ain't friend of the show no more. That's Boo. Okay, hey Boo.
She's still a friend of the show. Nope. Vet, we want you to come. Vet, you able to come on Wednesday? Talk about it, Deion. We want to have you as a guest.
Yes.
So don't forget Wednesday, 9:05. We're gonna see y'all on Wednesday. We're gonna talk about Deion and the NBA playoffs and the NFL draft, which is starts Thursday too. We're gonna drop that in there. All right.
We should be able to talk about some of them at the altar call. Y'all know I ain't gonna come in until after the choir stop. Once the choir stop, then I come on in.
So we'll see y'all on Wednesday, guys. We're out.
Hey, y'all.